Morning, everybody. Hope everybody dropped my pole again for the 50th time. Get situated here. It's cold out. Last night, after trying to set up and not knowing what was going to happen, because my tarp is just one twisted mess right now, so I ended up setting up my hammock in the shelter, and didn't turn out too bad. I was quite surprised how comfortable I was. Windy. It laid down a little bit this morning, but man, all night long did it blow. So Sharon said she saw a couple, she was on the platform, and she said she saw a couple mice running around, but as far as I know, we didn't have any problems with them shooting on anything. But yeah, can't complain. Still alive, still breathing, still on the trail. It's still beautiful. But today, January 6th, day number 6. See how far we get today. I can tell you we're not going to get below 3,500 feet, but I definitely want to stay at lower elevation because I don't want to have them problems again, and I'm going to have to stop early to get my tarp straightened out. But we're heading down, I think, getting close to Unicoi Gap, so I'm going to probably shut my phone off for a little while. This conserve battery, because it's 29 degrees and the wind is howling. If I stay moving, I'm good. All I have on is a real thin hoodie and gloves and this buff. But we're going to try and make up some ground, because in 2 days I'd like to try and do that around the Bend Hostel, but we'll see. Mother Nature's being a little schizophrenic, and she was a little bitchy yesterday, but can't complain. Still able to hike, and it is beautiful out here, but hopefully we'll get a day of decent weather. I think today might be the day, although it might be a little windy, but today might be the day. Yesterday was good too, other than the wind, but boy, it was howling. They said 35-mile-an-hour gust. It was more than that. So we'll talk at you soon. Hope everybody has a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. That's the view heading out of the shelter down into the gap. So apparently there's no just down. We came out of the shelter area and we went down, then we went up, then we went down, then we went up. Now I think we're making our way down into the gap. I can hear some vehicles in the distance, but as you can see, I got gloves under my arms, otherwise I'd wave. But yeah, we're going down pretty good now. And I can't keep the phone off. I see something and I was like, man, this is beautiful out here. All right, we'll talk at you in a bit. I don't know if you can hear that rushing water, but it's running under these rocks. Still going down. Not an easy walk. I tweaked my knee back there, my right knee coming down. I hope it was just a tweak and not a tear. It doesn't feel, I've had this feeling before and it got really sore and it kind of healed up, but bending over to pick my glove up of all things. So we're just gonna take her easy, but we do have a little pinch in the right knee. Hopefully it's nothing. If I complain about every little pinch, ache, pain, get a pad of paper out. It's long. This old man's got issues. But anyway, I just want to say I really appreciate all the support. I intended to do this, and this isn't easy doing this with all the batteries and staying up late and burning your phone up to upload videos for 3 hours. But I wanted my friends and family to be able to see what what I'm doing, because some of them were like me and not as fortunate. So yeah, I really appreciate it. It means more than you know. But looks like we're turning here. Yeah, like I said, I intended it just for family and friends, and it blew up to what it is, and I'm just like totally blown away. And again, can't thank you enough for all the support. We're gonna see how far we can get today, and then maybe try to get to over Trey Mountain. But see what the day brings. My pack, just to give you a little update, that little spot that was rubbing on my small of my back turned into more of a problem than I thought. There's a pretty bad sore there, so I put some stuff on it, put some toilet paper on it, and then put some Leuko tape over it, and it doesn't feel too bad now, so hopefully that holds up. But anyway, enough going on about all that nonsense. But here we got Unicoi Gap, Low Gap 9.6, Hog Pen 14. Finally down close to the road. Still got about 50 feet. But anyway, that's about all I got on my mind right now. Small minds, small thoughts. Just kidding. Anyway, see what this day has for us. Maybe Mother Nature is going to be nice for one whole day. That would be awesome. Anyway, we're going to enjoy it, but boy, that wind was brutal. Woo. We're definitely going to try and get to the lowest. I don't think we're going below 3,500 feet, but we're going to get down on a ridge on the opposite side of the wind and see where it takes us. All right, guys and girls, men and women, and everybody, let's get her done. Climbing out of Unicoi Gap is no joke. I'm sure the pros don't think it's too bad, but for this old man, I gotta take a break here and there. I just caught my breath. But one thing I have to look at is my underquilt. For those of you that hammock, probably understand what I'm talking about. Now, I couldn't get a good hang in that shelter last night, and my ridge line was really drooping. But my underquilt just seems, even with a good hang, it seems like it's too narrow for my wide hammock. I have a Hammock Gear Pro Cicadia, and I have just a standard, I think it's called the Incubator. So I might have to give it a couple weeks yet, and if I find out I keep having, I mean, it's not a big issue, but I think I could be a lot more comfortable with a wider underquilt. But otherwise, I mean, for the setup I had last night, I can't really complain. So anyway, we're gonna continue this climb behind me. You can see it's going up. Trey Mountain's a pretty big mountain, so all right, let's get it. Kind of hazy. Well, what a view. Top of Trey Mountain. Now I'm gonna probably not have as much footage today. It got a lot colder coming up on that north side of the mountain, and everything was ice. And my battery went from 80 to 20% in seconds as soon as I took it out. So now the sun's out and it's decent now, so if it stays like that, we're cool. But when it's cold, I got to keep it from freezing, because this is my lifeline, my navigation and everything. And what I actually did is put several things in a Ziploc baggie And because I'm only wearing a t-shirt and a thin hoodie, I put it inside my t-shirt up against my skin, and that seems to be helping. So hopefully the sun will come and warm it up. But 29 degrees with the wind blowing, and then being on the north side, and then it's actually getting cooler. It was pretty interesting trying to filter water. But anyway, just ran into two locals that were out hiking, and this one mountain out here, it looks like a big shark fin. I don't know if that's coming in. I'm looking right into the sun. But he said he lives not too far from that. So this is the first view you get coming out of Unicoi Gap. All right, everybody. We're climbing up Trail Mountain now. I am soaking wet. It's weird. You're freezing, and then you're sweating like crazy. Now you're drenched, and I'm about half chilled again. But anyway, we came down into Indian Grave Gap, so I'm thinking that's what the mountain was. I didn't look, but I know we're going up Trail Mountain now because we're going to be going by Trail Shelter and then Trail Gap. So it's a big climb. So we're gonna take a little break here, dry some things out, and get ready to make the trek and charge some stuff up here because everything's dying so quick. My headlamp, my GPS, everything needs charged up. So we're gonna get to that and take care of a few things, and then we'll get back on track. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Record, that was Rocky Mountain where we saw the shark fin. That was Rocky Mountain, and now we're gonna go up Trail Mountain, and we're gonna go up and over that, and then we're gonna just go until we find a low spot to camp in, and then go from there and make some decisions. So I'll check back with you guys in a bit. Making the way up to the top over there, Trail Mountain. Just when it looks like the top's there, boom, it changes. East is what we need to go up over there. So it's gonna be a while. Now we should get a good view. Charging up. I'm not gonna run out of light again. I need to charge my GPS yet. And my one brick died. Battery died, so I had to break out the other one. That cold just kills these electronics. Anyway, I stopped back there and had a little lunch, and had my electronics buried in the very bottom of my bags so it would stay warm with all my insulation. So I had everything out of my pack. But anyway, I think the next stop will be the top of Trail. We'll see if we get a view or not. I'll let you know. I think we're halfway up. Trail Mountain, everybody. 43,398, all but 4,400. What a view. View from the Blue Blaze off the AT back to the Trail Mountain Shelter. We're coming back here to get some water, and we're gonna climb off the mountain and find a stealth site. It'd be nice up here, and the wind's not blowing that bad, but I guarantee it, as soon as I break that tarp out, talk at you in a bit. Privy Trail Mountain Shelter, everybody. And I don't think anybody's here. It's only 2 o'clock. I hope the water isn't too far away. All right, let's assess this situation. We walked, oh, I don't know, maybe 2-3 of a mile downhill on the other side of the mountain to this water source. We're gonna camel up and head down the road. We're done with the major climbs today. Now we're just on a ridge going up and down inclines, like maybe, oh, I don't know, 400 or 500 feet. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less on some of them. That was just a flat spot. Now I see we're starting to go down. This is more gradual. But made a reservation for hostel around the bend for tomorrow night. So we're gonna go there and give these puppies a break for the night. Sleep in a good bed, get some good food, get a little resupply, and we'll go from there. I'll have to figure out when is the first time I'm gonna want to zero. I don't feel too bad right now, but doing this every day, I want to get tired sooner or later. So we'll keep you posted where we end up. I found where Lowe's and Home Depot get their wood. Starting to head down to a spot. It's called Swag of the Blue Ridge. We're going to look at maybe staying there. Oh, there's water over there. Huh, that must have been that water I seen earlier. But it's called Swag of the Blue Ridge. And then I think it's Addie's Gap and Sassafras Gap. But I'm all gapped out for the day. My feet are starting to thump. Last night I had, or this morning I had made this my goal, and I'm hopefully gonna hit it. So oh man, look at that. Damn, that is wild. You're not seeing this when the trees are all in bloom and they're all growed in. You might get just a little glimpse of a section. But anyway, let's get her done. I just want to let everybody know again that I really appreciate all the positive comments and everything, and I try to read as many of them as I can, but there's so many people now that it's getting hard for me to keep up with it. So I'm not going to be able to acknowledge everybody that says something or has a question, because I mean, that's cutting into my time out here, and I'm out here for one reason, that's for me. I'm just taking you guys along for the ride. I'm glad you're enjoying it, but I do really appreciate it. And like I said, I'll try to do as much as I can, but it's enough just to keep up with these videos. I don't know how some of these other guys like Hawk can bust them videos out like he does. I guess if I had a newer phone it'd be easier, but it takes me about a good half hour to an hour to edit it, each one, and then I have to save it. That takes about an hour to save it to the editor, and then on average it takes 2 hours to upload to YouTube. So that's a lot of battery time and a lot of resources I'm putting into this out here, which I don't mind doing it, but I just wish there was a quicker way. But anyway, I'm done yakking. I never thought I would really get this far because I went over some big boys today. I think we're going to be a total of a little over 4,000 feet, in elevation we went today. I think the lowest was 2,900 and the highest was just about 4,400. And then countless, that doesn't include all the other ups and downs. But good stuff. All right, we'll talk at you a little bit later. The wind isn't too bad anymore. As the day went on, it started to die down. Kind of looked like there was some hog activity here, but anyway. Yeah, it has kind of resided for a little bit. Haven't seen much of that lately. Knock on wood. But anyway, Kenny, my guy I was hiking with the other day, he's at the hostel now, and I could push it, but I don't want to. I'd probably be another 7, 8 miles, and then, you know, they're coming to get you. I already missed the dinner. They probably would take me in town and get me something to eat, but then, you know, I really can't enjoy it at the hostel. I'll be like, get there, sleep, get up, eat breakfast, and go. I like to spend a little time in the evening there. I've heard very good things about it, so I'm really anxious. First hostel and first hostel ever. So we're gonna check it out. So let's get down to check out this this spot down here and see what we got. Looks a lot like home. Oh, we passed the swag of the blue mountain, I think it said. I don't know. I'm getting tired. But anyway, this is really cool in here. Oh, there's a nice buck rub back there. Oh, we're gonna go check out Sassafras Gap, and it is 10 after 4 now, so that's definitely gonna be the place I camp. So hopefully there's some good options there. Time will tell. Gonna try and set up here, Sassafras Gap. This tree and that tree. All right, let's get set up. So we had to move. We were gonna set up those 2 trees, but somebody was using them as their toilet. So I got the next 2 best trees, and it was getting late. And I realized that there's a, let me show you. I gotta shut these doors yet, but here's my setup. There's a game trail right there, and if you see over here, there's a poison vine. You can't make this stuff up. Oh well, at least I got a good place to hang tonight, and it's not so stinking windy. Man, was that miserable yesterday. So anyway, say goodnight to the sunset. We're going to crawl in, get some editing done, do some planning, and it's about 6 o'clock. So we'll do a recap at the end of how far we went and stuff like that. So I'll be back in a second. Live from the hammock. We're sitting at 62.9. We started at Blue Mountain Shelter, which was 50.9. We are sitting right near Sassafras Gap, so that's a 12-mile even day. The wind last night was incredible. As soon as I took my tarp out of the skins, it just went ballistic, and I couldn't even stake it down. It was just like a big parachute. So I ended up staying in the shelter, and then got up early this morning and had a pretty good day. Didn't see a single hiker other than one day hiker, and a lot of elevation. I just checked, it was over 4,000 feet of elevation gain. Got 2 big blisters on my heels, got 1 big blister on each heel. Probably have to take care of that tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow, probably go about 6.2 miles to Dix Creek Gap and then get picked up and stay at Around the Bend Hostel. I hear that's one of the awesome ones. Never stayed in a hostel before, but I think we're going to go check it out. Hiker number 1 is staying there now. Hiker number 2 is right behind me, so it'd be really cool if all 3 of us could hook up and hike a little bit together. But anyway, things are going good. Had a good hang tonight. Gonna see how good this can go down into the cold weather. Other than that, hope I don't get too much poison taking us down, because the one tree has a poison vine on it. But it was too late to move it around. I didn't want to deal with that, so hopefully that's not going to kick me in the ass. Anyway, hope you guys had a great day. I'm going to do a little editing and talk with the family a little bit, and get up early and get going, because that climb to Kelly's Knob is going to be a good one. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.